Hi, and welcome to another episode of Fiberseed Yarn's podcast. I am Enid.
I'm Elisa.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're here.
It's been a long week, y'all. A long, busy week.
Long week.
Can I fix your pen?
Is it upside down?
Texas
It's
is
a
like...
little crooked.
Upside
No,
down?
wait, there we go. There. It's been fixed.
It's just like...
It does spin. It's spinning.
It's a spinning enamel pen.
It's like a fidget spinner.
It's beautiful. I got this from Amanda today from the DFW. So they're going to talk about DFW Fiberfest because they were there last weekend. But I have something really exciting to talk about.
It's a sock, y'all.
It's a sock, y'all. It started all the way from Edinburgh Fiber Festival. It's the Sisterhood of the Traveling Sock. If you haven't heard about it, go check it out on Instagram. Hashtag the Sisterhood of the Traveling Sock.
With 2 L's.
With 2 L's.
UK. Yes.
So the whole premise is it started at the Edinburgh Fiber Festival in 2019, and it's going to make its way around the world, and hopefully we'll have the longest pair of socks by 2020. So it started here. This is all Edinburgh, and this is Virginia, and this is all it came here. I got it Tuesday.
Nice.
Or Monday night. So I brought it in on Tuesday, and this is all we've done. I've accosted people in the store. Doing it? You want to do some pros? This is really awesome. So I have a couple of guys that knitted on it. So it's not just the Sisterhood of the Traveling Sock. It's all inclusive. So I've had some male knitters put in their 5 rows, and it's been fun. It's nice to have people come and actually just visit. So these 3 rows here, they don't look like 3, but it is. Came from the
Border Stitchers.
Border
Oh,
Stitchers.
the Border Stitchers.
They came. They saw our Instagram post, and they came just to make their rounds. So it was really cool to see them, and we had a really fun time. So Amanda's gonna do her 5, so I'm gonna pass it on to her. And Elisa's done her 5. She did them on Tuesday.
On Stitch Night on Tuesday.
So when I'm done, do I get to sign the book?
You get to sign the book, so it comes with this really cute little book. And all the people that have actually worked on it have put in their well wishes and their thoughts and what they knit, where they're from, what they used, what sock yarn they used, and
maybe a little story of why they ended up, especially here at Yarn Barn, they ended up here.
Mm-hmm.
They heard about it and wanted to participate.
Yeah, so it's been really cool. When this is all done and it makes its way back to Edinburgh in 2020, they're hoping to have the longest pair of knitted socks, and they're going to auction them off, and the proceeds from that will go to a charitable cause.
Oh, nice.
I'm not really sure where or what they're going to put the money to, but it will be something great, I'm sure. So some of the hashtags you can look at is Sisterhood of the Traveling Sock, or hashtag SOTTS, and or World's Longest Socks. What?
We're looking at Marissa's post.
Oh.
Yes, so our friend Marissa knit this green spot right here in my spike
In your
colorway.
spike.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, she's like,
was
it
like,
says LoneStarArts.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, your yarn's going to be part of the project.
Yes.
The project.
The project. I used Leon Alexander's, the sock I was knitting on the last time y'all saw me. We did the podcast.
Is that the pink?
It's the one above it.
Ooh, this one here.
Between the
Oh yeah, that's the one you're using.
the yellow and the pink. Yeah.
I knit mine with Muststash Yarns.
When we talk about DFW, I have a funny story about your mustache collection.
So it's in the Grello. So it's the yellow one on there. Because we're only supposed to knit 5 rows. So the gray didn't.
I think you got like
6 stitches.
6 stitches of gray in there.
Yeah. But that's okay. It's in there.
It's a pretty yellow.
It
happy
is.
yellow.
It's a happy yellow. Stacy's yarn makes me happy. we talk about Stacy for a second?
Yes.
So she was at DFW, and we were talking, and she has the Millens that you've told me about, and she has this little series that she did last summer, and it's about 3 or 4 colorways, and it's like I am wise, I am I can't remember what each one's called.
I am powerful.
I am
I'm
brave.
strong. Something like that.
And so they're affirmation colorways is what she calls them. And I was like, these are really cool. I was like, I think I somehow missed them when they came out. And she was like, I feel like we as knitters, you know, we need to, like, as we're knitting, we think about things and use this, you know, this as a positive affirmation. And I was just like, because like when I knit socks as gifts for people, I'm thinking about that person, you know, doing well intentions, doing good intentions for that person. But when I knit my own socks, I don't think about that. And I think that's, you know, that's really important that we do that for ourselves too. So that's my Stacy story.
Absolutely.
So that's really, really cool. But, so do you know if they're going to put a toe at the other end and then they're going to like,
there's 2 different socks.
No, there's 2 different socks. So this is, I'm sorry. Let me introduce you to Ginger.
This is Ginger.
This is Ginger. Fred is also making his way around the world as well.
Ginger
so there's a Fred and a Ginger.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if they were going to do it where it's just like, and then they, and then put cuffs.
There's supposed to be an afterthought heel, but I don't know who's going to be able to wear those socks.
It should just be tube socks.
Because, I don't know about y'all, but my legs taper. At 62 inches, it's not going to fit around my knees or my thighs. Or anybody's thighs, unless you have little string bean legs.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Right?
Think of it as art, not wearable art.
Yeah.
So I think they'd be better displayed as the world's longest socks
and leave it at that.
Yeah. Or the world's scrunchiest socks.
Scrunchiest socks.
I was wearing my 100% Irish for a work event, and I scrunched him up. Felt like 1983.
Yes.
It was cool. I wore it with my sneakers.
So that's it. Go check it out. Check out the hashtags. Socks on the Beach is also the lady that's putting it together. Nikki is her name.
SOX.
Socks on the Beach UK at Socks on the Beach and her Instagram account. And that's it.
And it's heading out. You're sending it off.
I'm sending it out this afternoon. It's going to Austin. Miss Junie B will be getting it.
That's really cool that it's somebody we know.
Oh. But hopefully everybody takes at least a week or a couple of days. You know, if you happen to have some friends around, get them to knit on it. But the idea is to get it moving so that it travels
different destinations.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice because you had it for Tuesday night stitch night and then our Thursday night stitch group. So plus anybody else that was here in the shop. So I think it's kind of cool as a yarn shop owner. You really.
It was nice. I'm really glad that I was able to participate and very happy. And feel honored to be part of that.
It's very cool.
It's really cool. Yeah. And it was our friend Sally who shared it, tagged us about it, right?
She sent it to me on a DM. I don't know if she tagged who she tagged.
I think, yeah, maybe it was a message.
I got a DM.
I feel weird saying DM.
The DM?
Down in the DMs.
Like a dungeon master?
Dungeon master. No.
A little D&D reference there.
That was funny. What you working on, Enid?
Oh, Leon Alexander's sock. My twisted sock. I haven't been knitting lately. I don't know why. I just have not been feeling it. Been kind of tired and brain foggy, and so I pick up the knitting and I make a row and then I put it down. So I'm still working on my sock. Y'all know I'm a slow sock knitter. So here we are. Sock number 1.
Numero uno.
Numero uno. But I got a mess right now, a little tangle. Alrighty. So.
Okay.
Spill the beans. How did it go?
So, I had a lot of fun. I think you had a lot of fun.
Did I?
Yes.
I did. I've had so much fun that I haven't even been able to post up the pictures on Instagram of like all the people I got to connect with.
She hasn't even told me. Like, I'm like, how's it going? It's fine.
Because it's a lot of, it was fabulous. And I just like am still processing, and I feel like I put the pictures up, it'll be like finalized.
Then it's gone.
Then it's gone.
I always leave that show on the same kind of high that you have when you leave a retreat. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's just because I know so many of the people, having been there, you know, for so many years. I know a lot of the other vendors and a lot of the people go, and you know, it's like a family reunion.
Oh, yeah. It really has that feel. So the DFW Fiber Festival is organized by a team of volunteers. They have a board. There's a board, and they do all of the organization. They do all the logistics. They take care of all the promotion, swag. And they're a hardworking team. These aren't ladies who are just like, oh, I'm the president, or I'm the chair, or I'm the treasurer, and you see them like, you know, doing nothing. Like they're just as much running around taking care of things.
They have every single base covered. All of them.
It for me felt like it was flawlessly run, and I do logistics. That's what I do for my work with events and stuff. So I see things sometimes with a different eye, and they were on things, smiling faces. I volunteered, and they like were everything was super positive. It was just,
that's good.
Yeah. And so this was their 14th annual. So next year they've been joking it's
15th.
The quinceañera. Mm-hmm. So I saw that post on there, and I thought that was really awesome. So my fingers are crossed that next year Pledge Drive will not be on the same date in the spring, because I really want to go again. It's fantastic.
It's a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. And our friend Carrie went down with Elisa and helped me in my booth. So if any of y'all came by to see me and met Carrie, oh my god. Y'all, I offered, asked her if she wouldn't mind helping me out for a couple of hours on Friday. Dude, she helped me load in on Thursday and set up and worked like all day Friday and half a day Saturday. I mean, it was just like amazing.
Did she help you? Well, you already had a setup in mind. Mm-hmm. She's really good at organizing and making things
right,
floofing and pretty, and
which was like
and floofy and pretty, but also still like logical.
Yeah,
that's what's awesome.
So she was such a big help to me and my mom doing all that, which was just like amazing. So I'm like, I can't feed you enough food, and I can't like give you enough stuff to like. She knows how thankful I am.
We got to the hotel room. She's like, I got a free dinner. I'm like, you also worked your butt off to
seriously
this past few days.
Buying you lunch and dinner is like the very least I can do is feed you.
So I had to go up early because I had class on Thursday at 9:30. So I was like, well, I guess I'll drive, because I had other friends who were driving, but not until Thursday. And then Carrie's like, wait, what is this? How does this? What's going on? Can I be a part of this? And then she and Amanda were talking about, doing the booth and stuff. So we drove up on Wednesday afternoon and checked into the hotel and just kind of chilled. So it was nice. And she was ready to work Thursday. She goes, I need to find Amanda. I need to find out what I got to do. And it was really nice because your mom was able to go take a class.
She did. She took a sock.
Now I'm all tangled.
Like a demonstration on a sock. I actually bought it because I have to put toes in these suckers. What? She got to use like a really old sock knitting machine, right? So she took her yarn and she knitted 2 socks on this sock knitting machine, and so they need toes. So since my mom doesn't really knit, I get to put toes.
That's fun. Those look squishy.
I know. Yeah, they're like. I don't really know what's happening.
Is this a sport weight?
No, this is fingering weight.
Wow.
It's really kind of...
It's very... Yes.
Very springy.
Springy is a good word.
See how stretchy it is? So it's a very different texture than... And maybe that's just because I'm a tight knitter.
Yeah, it looks very loose. It's
very loose.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, so that was pretty cool. So she got to do this, and then my mom's kind of from that area. And so a lot of her friends come up and, all that. So she really got to, like, spend some time with them, which was really good.
I know. Carrie told me, she's like, yeah, her mom went to go do this and that. I was like, that means she trusts you. Like, because your mom would be like that, because your mom would be like, no, I'll come back, but she was just like, the way I thought of it was like, she knows that Carrie's got this.
And like Friday, my mom did all that on Friday. Friday was bananas. Like bananas. Carissa Browning did the 2 patterns in our show yarn. And then she was in the booth for like an hour Friday morning.
Nice.
So that brought it. I got to meet the grocery girls.
That's right.
So they came into the booth and they were probably in there, 10 minutes or so, just like chatting with people and everything. And they're really personable, incredibly personable. So that was a lot of fun. Friday was just
a
bananas.
blur.
Yeah, it was crazy. And Saturday was pretty crazy too, but it was a lot of fun.
How was Sunday, if you don't mind me asking?
Sunday. If you've ever been to a fiber show, Sunday's kind of, I think of it in terms of Sunday is more for vendors. We get to go around and we get to shop and we get to look at things and, do our trades if, you're a person that trades and, stuff like that. So that's, there's still quite a few people there, but it's not as busy and
right,
kind of chaotic as Friday and Saturday are. So Friday, I went. The only shopping I did probably Friday or Saturday. Well, I'd say that one of the 2 places I went on Friday. So I want you to know that Carrie gave me a ton of crap for giving Elisa crap about her mustache.
What? Carrie's all defending me?
Is this all? Yes, there's 5 here.
Yeah, she's got more than what I... Maybe.
Did I have more?
I think you have more than what I bought.
Okay.
They're all mill-ins, to my defense. They're all mill-ins.
See? I don't get
Did you get Exploding Rainbow?
I did not.
Oh, no, those are the affirmation ones, right?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that Exploding
These are
Rainbow?
my 2 mill-ins. So this one is 66 grams.
Exploding Rainbow.
Oh,
You did get one. And then this one's 64.
I am strong.
Yeah, I got
Be mine. C28. Over the Rainbow. Campfire. This is cool. I like Campfire.
This one's I Am Fearless. So I like it because of the purple in there. So I only got 4.
So yeah, I got 5. So
2 of them are
yes,
mill-ins.
Carrie's like, and you like. To be honest, I did before I came here. I actually looked in my stash, and I only have 2 full skeins of mustache. To my defense, just 2.
I have 2 full bags of mustache.
I'm not saying anything.
I have the 2 big Ziploc, like
I do
30
have.
gallon.
I have some, but I don't know how.
So I have 2. I have 2 full skeins, and I think I have 3 more mill-ins.
The mill-ins are really, really cool. So I volunteered on Thursday, which is when it was vendor setup, and I had student registration check-in and stuff. But I had a volunteer apron, so I got to go into the vendor hall. So I may have I staked out the vendor hall to like see where like the booths were, because I had a 9:30 class on Friday, and the vendor hall opened at 9. And my friend Sylvia from Chicago was like, can you get me the 2 skeins at Muststash that Stacy was debuting at the festival, which was the Prince one, which was purple skein, and then the Ready Player one. So I said, sure. And I knew I did. And so I knew she like only puts a certain amount out each day. And so at 9 o'clock, I was like the 12th person in line for the vendor hall to open. And I knew which door to stand at, which was closest. And I knew my route to get to her booth. And I was the second person to make a purchase. So I bought myself Ready Player One and a skein for Sylvia, and then the purple skein for Sylvia.
I like that Ready Player One.
So I do too. I love the gray and then the cool colors. So yeah. So I got to my class, which was the Carson Demers Knitting Happily Ever After, and it was like 9:18. I like plopped myself down on the first row because I'm a super nerd when I do these classes. Like I like sitting in the front. And he's
then
like,
did you proceed to pet your yarn?
Oh yeah, and well he had to pet it too, and like he's like, you already went shopping? I was like, yes, because we're here till 12:30, and I want to make sure I got the skeins that my friend wanted. So, but then the Millins I did like on Saturday because I was just like at my leisure, just kind of enjoying it. So yeah, I have plenty to like make myself some shorty socks.
Yeah.
So 64 grams. I can actually make them a little bit longer. I can do like a couple of inch.
I typically go for anything in like the 48 and over.
I looked out. I got a 64 gram and a 66 gram, which I think is a
these
lot.
are all. I got a 50, a 52, 2 48s, and an 88 is sport weight.
Oh, that's a sport weight. That's the campfire one. That's where I have my mitts in. And this is the exploding rainbow, which I don't have. It's really weird. I don't have any of her rainbow colorways, like the Rainbow Martian or EPV or Kama Sutra. I don't have any of those, but I have like her Star Wars and.
I knit a pair of socks out of sesame.
I don't have sesame.
I have in my cubby. I have 3 because one of them's in a different location. I have 3 full skeins. I have Bohemian Rhapsody.
That one's beautiful.
I have Exploding Rainbow, and I have Tarts and Vickers.
Oh yeah, that one's cool. This one's called Boho, so I feel like it's a combination of Campfire and Bohemian because it's got some of that eggplant, yeah, but then it's also got some
that blue,
yeah, and then some of these campfire-y colors. So I'm excited to see how this one knits up. Hello, my little friends.
So, and then
I'm gonna put these away now.
I don't know if but they make a brioche wrist ruler. Have you guys seen
cool.
this? The brioche wrist. One of my friends enabled me.
Is that knitter?
To buy this. Leslie, you know who you are. And then I in turn enabled Krista Browning to buy one too.
Nice.
So I feel okay about that. But I think it was designed by Nancy Marchand.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's really cool.
So this was my second Friday purchase. And I think those are the only things that I actually bought.
That you purchased.
I think everything else was
traded.
And I'll show you. I actually got some fiber this time.
Nice.
This is Logan's. Our super good friends over at Leon Alexander.
That's beautiful.
I got this, and he also made me some super duper squishy bats.
Ooh. He was playing with those.
So that was a lot of fun. Like he gave me a bowl and told me how many ounces, and I put stuff in the bowl, and then I put more stuff in the bowl, and I put more stuff in the bowl until I was really tired of putting stuff in the bowl. So what?
That's awesome.
A lot of like.
I feel like he has like a talent with that, like the way he does,
right?
Like how he puts it together.
I have a drum carder, but I have never mastered
the mic.
Move that. Yeah, sorry guys.
Sounds.
Sorry. And then I got some Amanda Hope yarn.
Is this yours?
Mm-hmm.
I like that color.
In these 2 colors here.
That's beautiful.
I feel like it needs to be something brioche.
Amanda Hope.
Ooh.
It's pretty.
Those are gorgeous colors.
I love this. This is awesome.
And then I got this doohickey. So we were we had all broken down on Wednesday, and my mom and I went to eat dinner. We came back and we were like chatting with the guy that owns Winderful. And they were there, and he's like a super nice guy, and he was staying in the same hotel we were. But they make these thingies.
Is that?
This is a bobbin. So the idea behind this, you have this little adapter doohickey. You can stick this in the middle, and you can put this on your drill, and you can wind your yarn. and then it stays on this bobbin.
You can wind the yarn. You can spin the yarn, or just wind it.
Just wind it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I see that.
So yeah, and just wind up your.
That's crazy.
Your skein, and I've seen them. They're like, look at all the people's pictures on Instagram because there's a lot of people that got these too. Apparently.
What's it called? What's he called?
It's called Winderful.
Winderful.
Yeah, Winderful. But he was nice enough to give these to us after the show.
That was nice.
But yeah, I have
That's
not
really cool.
used this.
Yeah.
But so then your yarn, as you're using it, stays on that bobbin and kind of keeps it, contained.
Right.
This is what you would put after you spin it. After you spin, you would.
I mean,
put it
you
on
could, but you could use this.
Oh, put any
just
yarn.
wind, yeah,
Okay.
just wind that up on.
Yeah, that's what I thought you
And
meant.
then
Just
you'd have it
regular-
on,
And you'd have it on this side.
like on that, and then you knit from the outside.
That's really cool.
That's pretty cool, right?
That's cool.
Mhm. And I like how it's super compact. Like it collapses.
Yeah. It's like, and then it fits up in its nifty little bag.
That's super cool.
So I think that's all my, that's all my goodies from Dallas. I was good this year. Except for this whole issue over here. But
It's not too bad.
no, they'll turn. I really didn't get any
yeah.
boy colorways though. They're all a little.
Campfire could be boy.
It could be. Not
this
that
one-
Patrick would care.
this one
He
too.
loves a rainbow. So
This one's over the rainbow. A lot of blues and greens in this.
Yeah.
into that one.
There's only a little red, but
He'd probably love.
my son loves orange
This.
and red.
So my nephew loves orange. He loves rainbows too. His letters like to his name, it's like Hector's like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Like it like is in the right number. So he's like he does all these things with his name and with rainbow colors. It's really cute.
That's cute.
It's really, really cute. So I also
I want to see.
yeah. So our friend Tasha, Bijou Master, is a major enabler. She was working on this beautiful shawl that has cannon hand dyes, tweedy like rainbow colors, and then on the sample that was at the booth, it was a gray main color, but Tasha's was this I don't want to say oatmeal, just natural, I guess. That's tweedy. It's got the nice little nubs on it. So this is the main color, and then
Ooh, yes. What is this?
Wow, what is that?
Robert Tweed. So the pattern is
Russell
called
Street.
Russell Street, and so the idea is there are a bunch of minis. They're 20 to 22 yards, each of these different colors, and you use each one to be kind of like short rows. It looks like on the pattern, and then you use this for the main colorway. And I can't remember the name from the woman from Cannon Hand Dyes, but I was talking to her, and she's like, you won't use all of the second one, but you'll need more than one skein. So, and she said you can with this you could, if you want to use mitts or something like that, and then keep a couple of yards of that to kind of do accent, from each one or however. So she's like, that's one way, or just save it for something else.
I'm kind of obsessed with this.
It's pretty.
Yeah. So I bought this on Friday. Because I'd seen Tasha on Thursday night, she was knitting on it, and I'd been kind of like, hadn't really, I was like, I'm not going to look, I love it, but we'll see. And then I went to the booth, and I'm like, it's there. And then she's like, this is the last of the tweed, and I'm like, okay, we're putting it, I'll take care of that then.
Cannon Hand Dyes.
So, she has a really amazing Advent box that I think I'm gonna invest in for this winter. And she's gonna, I think, start like selling it early, like doing
Over the
pre-orders
summer.
and stuff like that. So because it's really, really popular, that way people can get it. So that Friday night, Carrie and I were in the hotel room, and we're like, she was so funny. She had her bag, and she's like, okay, I have to show you everything. And she got her bag and she just dumped it on the bed. Like everything just came out, and it was just really funny. And then I turned around to kind of get my stuff, and at that point it was just Muststash, and then this, and And at the same time, we both had the exact same.
Oh, cool.
So it was really cool because we had seen Tasha working on it and both of us really liked it. So there's just going to be a bunch of us. And we're like, and I told Tasha, I was like, is it okay if I copy you? Because I really liked the way it looked with this color. I thought it was really nice. The gray is also gorgeous too, but I don't know, just this natural color was really nice. Then I met Melissa, who is Skeinanigans on Instagram.
Isn't she the cutest?
She was just so sweet and so nice. And that was on Friday after lunch. And I went back up to my room just to kind of like freshen up and then to get down to the vendor hall because I had class that morning. So I was kind of, needed to be outside and get away for a little bit. And I get a text from our friend Betty Delargy, and she's like, Elisa, I don't know where you are. I haven't seen you, but you really need to get down here and please bring your northeasterly blanket because Melissa with Skeinanigans is here. And I had already packed my northeasterly to like knit on in the afternoon in the vendor hall. And she was just so sweet, and we all just got to chat and talk, and she's got some really cool things coming up, and it's really exciting. So, she's really creative. Like, it's just, I think she's like constantly inspired. It was just like really cool, positive energy. So Melissa was like, really nice.
Really amazing. And I'm going to knit that Magpie Tendency.
It's so cute.
It's just
so she had amazing. A top that launched at DFW. And actually she collaborated with Canon Hand Dyes for that one. No, that was Northeasterly. That was
Fiberseed.
Fiberseed. That's right. It was at Fiberseed. They were so nice also. It's a really cute top, and what I've really liked, I've been checking it out on Instagram, and she's had women of all different sizes that have been test knitters for the sock for the top. So it's really cool to see how it looks just with just different body types, because it's kind of a cute little crop top, but you can wear it over a dress or like just however you want to, but it's really flattering. I think for all body types.
A couple of different variations where I think the intent is that it uses one skein of fingering weight yarn, but that's not possible for all of us. So there's ones that have like, you can use a mini to knit the shoulders contrasting so that you save yarn in your main color. There, I think she said there's a modification for like 3/4 sleeves.
Because most of them were like short sleeve.
A couple of different variations, but I saw several people wearing it, so I imagine a lot of the people at the show were test knitters because I saw several. Yeah. And I loved every single one that I saw.
They all looked, and it was all different body types and ages and stuff, and they just looked really cool. So, and Fiberseed just was I'd never heard of them before. So, do you know them or anything?
I didn't know them before that show. But yeah, they had.
Was there a lot of new people there at the show? People that you hadn't seen yet? Well, Leon Alexander was new to the show, right?
He was there last year.
He was there last year?
I think last year was his first year.
Last year was his first year.
There were some new people that I hadn't seen before. Schmetzerella was there. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar.
I follow her.
Yeah, she was there. Who else? I did not. The silly thing, I was there 3 days and I didn't get to like go and visit.
It's really hard because especially because your booth is very popular. It's not like you're sitting there knitting. Like every time I pass by, there's somebody in the booth. So
there were a lot of people. I did get to meet Chicken Coop Dye Works. They had a lot of very cool stuff. And then unfortunately I didn't get to go back to her booth to purchase anything. But what is that fluffy goodness?
It's a palm. Knitterly Mind, Carmen, gave it to me. She makes them.
She made that?
Knitterly Mind Designs. And I really like the way the attachment is. So you can.
Oh, that's really cool.
So you can. It's a little plastic snap. That's exactly right. And just because it's got 6 little divot holes to kind of like be able just to weave your yarn from the end. So
nice.
So thank you, Carmen. It's really cute. She's now living in the San Marcos area.
Is she?
Yes. She had been here in San Antonio for a while, and then Austin, right? And then it's down between the two. So we got to sit and knit. So that was what I really enjoyed, was on Friday afternoon. And then on Saturday most of the day. sitting and knitting and meeting people. Yeah, you know Carmen.
You know Carmen.
How did I not know that this was Carmen's shop?
She didn't have a shop. She just makes these.
Just these?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's all Carmen?
So we sat and knit.
Aw, see, that's one thing I don't really get to do at the show. I don't get to like sit at the tables and knit. I'm always a little jealous when I see everybody. I'm like,
I wanted to like put up a balloon. I talked with
you
Katie,
should have.
but then I felt like I was being diva, so I didn't. And plus the hotel didn't have helium, and they were like, "You can go to Kroger," and I was like, "I don't want to leave the space."
It was really go all the way to Kroger.
I don't want to go all the way to Kroger. So
the balloon
where I was sitting, so
like
I could be like, I could put a post on Instagram, like, come look for the hexagon balloon, because that's where I'm at, and come say hi. Because I feel like sometimes that's the hardest. Like, we have, like, our, like, you know, our group of friends.
Natural group.
Yeah, like, you know, like, Katie and Deborah and Betty and Heidi and, like, you know, all of these people. Tania was working. That, like, but there's a lot of people on Instagram that I don't know in real life that I would love to meet and talk to in person. And I did get to do that with several people. But I had some people message me after saying, I saw you, but I was
too shy.
I have that. I have this thing
like
where,
that.
and I'm kind of loud. I'm kind of loud. You know, I may have a loud
I'm like an
laugh.
introverted extrovert. So a lot of the times I just kind of like, I see somebody and I'm like, hi. But on the inside, I'm like, oh my God. And then, but I don't say hi and I get shy and I don't know what to say. So I don't say anything. And then I look unapproachable and like snobby, but I'm not. On the inside, I'm going, oh my God. So
yeah, so I was like, so that's why I was like, should I? But then I couldn't find helium, and I was too lazy to go to Kroger.
Is it?
That's great.
Do you feel the same way?
I have the problem where I recognize faces, and I'm like, we've met before. Like, good to see you again. And then I realize, like, that's who that person is on Instagram. Because if you're like me, there's not a whole lot of my face on Instagram. There's really not. There's pictures of things. There's pictures of my kids. There's pictures of places. There's pictures of my yarn. Mm-hmm. There's not a whole lot of my mug on my Instagram. So it's like putting the two and two together. Some people I recognize like instantly.
Well,
but it's
your
because
profile
their
picture
faces,
is this, right?
Yeah, it's like from me from here up.
It's just mouth and
yeah. So
you walk around like this.
Right.
Recognize me?
This is who I am.
Yeah,
so that's why I was like, should I put the balloon up? But then I got a little shy, like, am I being presumptuous, right? You think that. And because we second guess ourselves. And I really shouldn't have. But honestly, if the hotel or the convention center, because I asked I have no problems going up to people and asking for things.
You have helium.
So, yeah, that's exactly. I went to the front desk and they're like an oxygen tank. And I said, well, with helium.
No. Helium. Not oxygen.
You know,
helium.
The air that makes the balloons float.
Yes. So, and then I saw someone with the convention center like thing and I was like, hi there. So, I figured a convention center would have helium.
Did you have a balloon up?
Yeah, we went to Target.
Nice.
You had the balloon, you just didn't fill it.
Yeah. But I will definitely use it at the end of April at the Yarn Lovers event. So, that's where I'll use it. I've already made up my mind. That's what's going to happen.
Lovers event.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going?
In Fayetteville.
I don't know.
You may have family in, you had said.
That's, yeah.
It's the 27th.
I have to decide whether my
if
clothes
I leave
are
again
shop.
for another day, then like I don't know, my family may lock me in a closet.
So I don't get to get out much because I'm minding the shop. So I don't know if I'll be able to close the store or not to go. And that's why I didn't get to go this year to DFW, or last year.
So Melissa enabled me at the Hill Country Weavers booth. Ritual Dyes, who I've been following on Instagram for a while. They've been doing kind of an astrology series. So for each like sign that comes up, they do a different color. Now I had thought that once that sign was over, so once it became Pisces, Aquarius was no longer available. But apparently you can. But Hill Country Weavers had all of them up through March. Nice. So they had January, February, March. Or Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces.
I wonder what Leo's going to be.
I know. So, so what's really cool is you don't see them ahead of time. It's when like the sign, on the 22nd or 21st, whenever the sign changes. So I got this in DK 4-ply. So I just felt the colors just so much richer than the fingering. And I've been trying to challenge myself to not always get fingering yarn. But they also had a big enamel pin that has the water barrier. Yeah. Water bearer. Sorry, not the barrier.
That's pretty.
Water bearer, which is the Aquarius sign. But the water that comes out are balls of yarn.
Nice.
So it's beautiful.
That is poor.
So I had to get the two.
That's purtiful.
That's purtiful. So I think that's all I bought.
I think we're going to have to take pictures of these.
I think so.
And do them, but...
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Well, then there was that cute soap and lotion and salve, and she had a very dangerous booth across from her.
So it smells so good. I love that location because I'm typically across from or catty corner from Goodies Unlimited. And they're a shop out of Oklahoma, I believe, that they do handmade soaps and lotions and creams and balms and lip balm, and it's very dangerous. And I buy something from them every year to like sinus, like a Vicks sinus stuff and a muscle
arnica muscle relief.
Ooh, I need that.
I buy like there's something called Everything Balm that I pretty much use for my hands because it's so much in the water. And
they're from Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Oh, you haven't used it yet?
No, we've used it at work. You can,
but you just you have a sore muscle or something, you can just like rub it on there.
We've been rubbing on ourselves at work with this.
Mm-hmm.
I have hand pain. Lately, my hands have been hurting.
So it has arnica in it and other
like right there
herbs and stuff.
Has it been working for you?
So yeah, Rhonda had like something here, and she'd been kind of using it. She thought she could feel like a good relief for it.
Yeah, it's really, and they make all this stuff. And
E-Tomic Balm.
So it was really funny because they were Carrie was show and tell in the room, and I was like, "What is this? This smells amazing?" And she goes, "It's across from Amanda's thing." So like the next morning on Saturday, I was like, "Amanda, tell me what I need to buy.
Let me show you what to buy."
So that's what she did.
You need this and this, and
so that's exactly what I did. I left my soap at home. I haven't opened it yet because I have another soap actually from a Christmas swap. As I'd gotten it was kind of like a Secret Santa type thing.
Did you buy the raspberry tea?
No, I bought a charcoal one. I like the more earthy type of fragrances, so I'm really into that.
I smell cinnamon.
There's there's some really...
It doesn't say, but it says beeswax, evening primrose oil, herbal infused olive oil, includes arnica, avocado oil, coconut oil, and essential oils. Essential oils I imagine are the smellies.
So I use this on my hands when I go to bed. Because working so much with the water, and my cuticles are always in really bad shape, and my hands are just I
haven't used this one yet.
Really bad shape. So I use it on my hands.
That's a great idea.
Dug out if you break through the top
I know,
layer,
I'm all
it will soften up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm always here is where it gets dry on my knuckles.
And then the smell is kind of I have it on my hands, and then when I go to sleep, I kind of like that.
So I like smelling
for rosacea, contact dermatitis.
You could put it
acne, canker.
Can you put that on your face then?
Everything
for rosacea,
cracked heels, cuticle calluses, rough skin, eczema, psoriasis, bug bites, burns, rashes, scrapes.
It said you could use it on athlete's foot,
really
and my daughter gets a little bit of athlete's foot every now and then.
Comfrey, tea tree, so that's where that.
Oh, the tea tree. That's the
peppermint oils.
I smell the peppermint.
It smells really good.
Yeah, I smell the peppermint for
Everything Balm. What's the name of the
Goodies? Goodies Unlimited.
Yeah, Goodies Unlimited. Goodies Unlimited from Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Thanks for sharing.
And they're goodiesunlimited.com. Mm-hmm. So they're across from you every year then, Amanda?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm just tell me what I need to buy from this booth because
then I smell it all the time, and I'm like, oh, that's such a good mood.
Yeah, I know it is. It's nice and
I feel like this.
Yes, exactly. So
we were making fun at work because I took it to work so we could all kind of play with it, and I was like, "This smells great." And one of my coworkers was like, "Yeah, if you want to smell like an old person before going to bed." I was like, "It doesn't have a Vicks smell."
No, I think it smells like peppermint and tea tree.
I smelled like fresh and stuff. So they were just haters.
This smells like cinnamon.
I smell cinnamon.
I do. See, this smells more mentholy to me. This smells Bengay-ish, which is fine because if I'm using it, I don't really care. I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is the one they were making fun of.
I have that
Maybe
one
not
too.
Vicks, maybe it's Bengay. But I'm like, that you say that like it's a bad thing.
And I also have the sinus relief.
I didn't get that one.
One that I use for my kids. I like rub it under their nose and like on their chest and like the bottom of their feet, like when they get their allergies real bad. I don't know why I do the bottom of the feet. I don't know.
It's what you do.
But
it's also the massage, and that's part of kind of like feeling better, right? It's just that human touch, and then just on those different like, you know, focal points or whatever. Not focal points, but pulse points?
I don't know.
pressure points.
Pressure points. Not focal points.
I don't know what she's trying to say, but I understand.
That's all.
In addition to the Carson Demers class, I took an Amy Herzog class, and it was knit to flatter, because this is the year that I want to work on a garment. I keep putting it off, but I think I'm ready.
Dive in.
So it was really cool. We had to take a picture of our body, so we could see if we were top heavy, bottom heavy, or proportionate. And we were not really to have our face, but maybe like from the chin down to about our hips. And it worked. So in the instructions, she had us print, but I forgot, so I didn't. But I just went into the edit portion of the phone and did the instructions of what she had us do for the class. But you're supposed to do like a straightforward facing photo, you know, and chin up, you know, take the picture, and then have it into black and white. So Carrie took my picture, and I was wearing a tank top, right? So, you know, I see the phone, right? And you kind of pose. So I was like, she's like, hands down. I'm like, oh, that's right. And I'd be all. And she's like, shoulders straight. I'm like, they are straight. And she's like, no, they're not. And I kept kind of like tilting my body, because that's what I do. You know, you make illusions, right, for your body, like when you're taking pictures. So elongate, or just, you know, accentuate a certain part of your body, or, you know, whatever. And it was just really interesting, like in addition to the class, just what we do for ourselves and what we've learned unconsciously, right? That this is how I feel more confident in a photo or something. So Carrie's like, do exactly opposite of what you normally do for the picture. So, because I was like apparently kind of like tilting, and she's like, straight shoulders. And so I felt like I was like this, but I wasn't. It was like, but it felt exaggerated. It was just really funny how I
ought to put you up against the wall.
Get up against the wall. Up against the wall. Shoulder blades.
Shoulder blades back.
Shoulder blades back. Chin up. So
be like, put them out there.
No cheating.
No cheating. So it was just really interesting, just like what we do. And she talked something about that, like she had a model for one of her designs, like wearing the cardigan or the sweater outfit, and had really broad shoulders, and that's why they wanted that model, because they wanted to kind of show off part of like the design that was here. Well, when they got the camera in front of her and they're like, okay, she hunched her shoulders, because that's what she does naturally as a model, to like not, she's trying to diminish her shoulders.
Right, but they want that.
But that's what they wanted. So they had to like talk her off the edge a couple of times, because it's what you unconsciously do. And it's just really interesting. So, and it was really cool, because she literally just had a pile of sweaters and cardigans on a 6-foot table, and she was in a tank top and just was like, okay, let's talk about this design. And she would like take things off and put them on, and it was a lecture, but it was really also interactive. And then during our break, we got to go up and put on clothes on the sweaters and stuff like that too, if we wanted. So
that's cool. It was
really cool, and just talking about, you know, the different types of sleeve lengths, and I brought up Enid.
Why?
Because how you were working on the sweater, and it was like all of a sudden like super long.
Oh, that's right.
So
my chick pulling, I just screwed up this thing.
Oh no. So she you know, that's where you like, even though the pattern says knit X amount, you know, you still have to measure your own body, and like you know, you may have the T-Rex arms like I do.
Yeah.
So
most knitters do.
So yeah, it was really cool.
Because we naturally do
like
T-Rex arms.
We're T-Rex arms.
Do then our hands, like, we evolutionize and we start to shrink back?
I'm gonna put my shoulders all the way back here.
Which is where the Carson class came in with really awesome, great stuff on what we can do.
I like that. I took that ergonomics class from him at that retreat.
Yeah.
And that was really good. How to like kind of reset yourself,
Yes,
because you tend to scrunch, and so I have to like roll my shoulders back like to let my arms go.
Do you use any of those tricks?
I do.
Like the towel, or you sit on it?
I don't do the towel.
I thought
or the roll or whatever.
Yeah, it was a towel that you roll like at two ends.
Yeah, but you could use a pillow or something.
Yeah. I don't do that.
Just sit on it and kind of tilt
to
yourself
kind of like
forward.
with your pelvis and stuff. So it was really good, and I also think they were good tips for anyone who sits down. So people in the office too, like who are at a desk, how you hold your hands, not just when you're holding your hands with your work, but holding your hands with the keyboard or something too.
I think what I took from that is to listen to your body. Those marathon knit sessions are just not good for you. So you start.
You need to break it up.
Take a break.
Yeah.
Start listening.
And if it starts to hurt, change something about what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't feel.
Are we back?
And we're back. And since I didn't get to go, I texted Elisa. I was like, please, can you hook a sister up? And I got her to get me one of these bags.
So cute.
It's a Whimsy Stitches bag. He's out of Louisiana, right?
Yes.
And I just think the patterns, the fabrics are so cute. These are exotic llamas.
Super cute with the
little
cactus
and water things. And then inside the bag, there's little treats. A sticker. And a button. Was there a button too, I think?
Yes, there is a button. It's from Anna with
Anna
Moon
Tower.
Moon Tower. I love her logo. Moon Tower Dye Works.
I just love her. Her just like her persona, just her energy, and just how she's just. So when I've purchased yarn from her before, she handwrites a note to you, and like, I feel like there's like she's like sending good intentions of the yarn for it to have like for its project.
Yes.
And I really like that.
I can't find the pin. The pin's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I have another project in here. So I'm not knitting, but I am embroidering. This is a super secret project. It's for a friend of ours, and it's going to be a personalized. So,
isn't it beautiful?
I've taken parts of a flower arrangement, and I'm kind of bringing those elements in to show them off.
Isn't it beautiful?
So, and then I'll show y'all when I'm done, but I'm so excited. It's nice. I needed a braincation from the knitting. And back to my roots. I used to cross stitch a lot when I first started crafting. And I think I'm enjoying this.
So beautiful.
I got a serger too in the muslin. It's that's linen actually.
Oh, you serged linen?
And I serged the linen because it was
Good job.
it was a mess. I was using it and little pieces were falling off of it, so I had to serge it. But that's
it's beautiful. She's gonna love it.
I think I already know what it's for.
I'm excited. Yeah. Yes. We love you.
It's really nice.
We're all like
over the moon happy.
I know.
For a friend of ours, she's just a sweet person and
deserves all the best.
Yep. So that's it for me, I think. And while everybody else finishes up, I'm gonna ceremoniously put it back on the waste yarn that it came in. It's a tight little bow. Take my needles back and send it off to Junie.
Yay. It's awesome.
I haven't put a needle in here so the next person can do it.
Oh, that's smart.
Elisa did. She put this on there.
Thought it'd be nice to have a progress keeper.
You know which one's the front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which way's the front?
Started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was like, which way did I start? And I was like, let me grab a progress keeper. So, speaking of progress keepers, we made progress keepers ahead of time for DFW, and I swapped with a lot of them, so that was good. But I still had like a good amount left over, and I'm planning to go to the Texas Yarn Lovers event, which will be on Saturday, April 27th, in Fayetteville, which is east of San Antonio, close to College Station, south of there, and then from Houston it's northwest.
That's how many hours away?
2.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's a 2-hour drive. So they're doing classes. Several of them have sold out. They have a lot of vendors. It's gonna be like pop-up tent vendors. It's all outdoor. The winery is there as well. That's where I got my tumbler during the yarn crawl in October. It sparkles, and it's at Blue Mule Winery. And the ladies there also dye yarn and make wine. So I think they're gonna have some live music too.
I think there's music.
And then I spoke with Beth, who's part of Blue Mule, and we're gonna do a stitch marker exchange. So I was thinking, like in the afternoon, sometime we'll schedule like at 2:00 or something that's kind of in the middle of everything, and we can all meet. Thinking about just taking a tent, put it up for that time.
Yeah.
And that way people know that's where it is. And I take one of my folding 6-foot tables and stuff. And that way we can just kind of swap and chat and stuff. And if you have leftover stitch markers and you're planning to go, please bring them. That way we can meet. And please say hi to me. I may get excited. I usually do. I always get excited.
And if you're on Instagram, say who you are on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. Tell us you're going to be there, because I'd love to see you and keep an eye out for you. I know Obsidian 78, I saw her post something that
Kimberly.
I think she's planning on going. She lives in Houston. So she'll be there. And Carrie and I planning to go. I hope she can still go. I'm not sure what her family's schedule is, but she really wants to go too.
I might go.
So I want you to go too.
I might go too.
So just, it's hard. It's a busy time of year, right? It's end of April. There's always lots of stuff going on.
I may do it. I may have a child in tow.
Go run around. Go look at
Well,
cows.
she always wants to go to stuff, but
Oh.
she really wanted to go to Dallas bad, and I was like, no, you have school and everything. Well, Stacy had her daughter there, and I thought, God, that would have been perfect. They could have sat and drawn for 3 whole days. But
Stacy's daughter is quite an artist.
she decorated all their name badges.
All the
and they're
name
just
badges of Stacy
beautiful.
and her husband and the two staff, the staff folks and stuff. They all had them really pretty. It was
Very
really
pretty.
cool.
So if I go, I will probably have Molly with me.
I think
I'll
that'd
have
be
to work
great.
that out. She'd probably
So-
have a lot of fun.
I'm taking my lawn chair.
Is it a Saturday? It's a Saturday.
It is. Starts at 10. It ends at 6.
I may take Sal with me then.
So, yeah.
We may have to do this.
I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I like it because it's going to be a different vibe. DFW is very, it's not posh. I'm not saying it's posh, but it's buttoned up. It's well put together. And you're in a convention center, and
Well, this is the first. So
yeah, and this one is outdoors at the farm. People are coming, taking their vendor tents and tables, and taking my lawn
it's
chair.
going to be a little bit more of a
just chill and relax and.
folksy atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe I think I
Yeah,
get.
that's what I've been getting
I get
to.
from it.
So even if you don't have stitch markers, come to the stitch marker exchange and chat, or just if you see us, please come talk to us, because we like meeting people. It's fun.
It's fun. So I'm going to try a little something different this November. I'm going to vend at East Texas Fiber Festival in Canton. So
Nice.
I finally made a decision, and I think I got their last vendor booth.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
So nothing like just sliding in at the last minute, right?
Awesome.
So that's
Congratulations.
thanks. I think that'll be, and all my friends will be there. So my vendor friends and my other friends.
That means I may be having to go to Canton. I
There's
don't even
a-
know where that's far.
There's a
Isn't
lot
that
of ends in here.
There's a lot of ends in
But,
there.
isn't that like 4 hours?
There was no. I mean, there's ends. These are little Edinburgh ends too. They left their ends
So-
here as well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. So, but that's all the way in November. So we'll talk about that at some point. But what's coming up soon? I get a little giddy over May the 4th. I have a May the 4th baby. My little Star Wars baby is turning 4 this year, and refuses to have a Star Wars party. Which hurts my heart. He's just not. I was like, you're turning 4, and it's May the 4th, and that's Star Wars Day. We should have a Star Wars party.
Nope.
No. I want dinosaur trucks.
Dinosaur trucks.
I'm like, the dino trucks, like from the cartoon? No, dinosaur trucks.
Oh,
I don't
this
know
is
what the hell
like
this is.
this is like something made up.
I guess. So, but anyway. However, on May the 4th, since he will not have this bags with this.
It's so
and then these floral
beautiful.
stormtroopers with the kind of lace.
That is really
the
cool.
lace is so cool.
And if you're not into lace, I got this for you. How friggin' adorable is that?
Cute. So I'm knitting on my BB-8 right now.
So
My mustache.
this will drop May the 4th. I will
Bags
probably
or yarn
post
bowls?
the crap.
Oh, yarn bowls.
Bags. There's not. I have a very. This fabric is.
Well, the print's
Yes.
kind of big for yarn bowls.
That's what I was
The prints are
thinking,
too big, but I have how much of this I order and how I cut it is like measured to a T. So like there is no waste, none at all.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and I haven't figured out how to fit the yarn bowls into that equation yet. But these prints would be way too big.
for you.
Yeah.
So, but yes, May the 4th. I will post on Instagram when these will go on sale. I usually don't do self-promotion, but
I'm glad you're doing
I
self-promotion.
felt like I had to.
What's your website?
LoneStarArtsYarn.com. So, that's all I got.
Yay! So this is a very giddy episode, I felt. Just because it's like, I'm still like feeling the afterglow of
I'm just like
DFW.
the silent Bob over here.
Oh, so I did one more thing that I'll make it quick. So the Wednesday night, Thursday morning before DFW Fiberfest started, one of the vendors, 100 Ravens, if you followed them on
that's
Instagram
fun.
or Facebook, got their trailer stolen out of the hotel parking lot. So they, of course, I'm sure that's devastated.
They traveled from Maine.
They're from Maine, so they had traveled all the way from Maine, got their trailer stolen.
Thanks a lot, Texas.
So then they,
Right.
of course, started on their way back home to try to get, everything back in line because they got other shows coming up. Oh, well, somebody dumped a whole bunch of their yarn at a Habitat for Humanity, and some good person, whoever you are, found their website and called them and said, "Hey, is this stuff yours?" It was like 1,200 skeins of yarn that somebody gave to a Habitat. I think it was a
$1,200?
Habitat for
1,200 skeins.
1,200 skeins.
1,200.
And it was, in addition, in the trailer was not just the yarn, but also their,
Yeah, everything. Booth
everything.
setup,
The setup stuff.
just everything.
Everything.
Samples, everything.
Crazy.
So they got 1,200 skeins of yarn back, and some of the vendors that were, had extra grid walls and stuff like that kind of set them up a thing so they came back and were able to vend. But the organizers of the festival came around and asked us, hey, are you willing to give a donation if we have a raffle, to try to cover their insurance deductibles and stuff like that. So, of course, gave, a couple of things to that, and they asked the other vendors and the donations, and, but they raised $12,500 for
That's
them.
awesome.
So the vendors got to stay after the hall closed on Sunday, and we got to see them present the check for them, and it was just like, I don't know, it just gives you the warm fuzzies that, that could be any one of us.
I talked to several vendors.
To see everybody come together, to help them out, it's just a really incredible thing, and to pull it off so quickly.
That was what was amazing
and
to me.
have it on PayPal and have the donations and the raffle tickets and be able to pull this off, basically in 72 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
it's incredible.
That volunteer board that I mentioned at the beginning. So I spoke with Liz, who's the board president, and she was just like, and then she posted this on social media. She thought, oh, we'll ask vendors and maybe we'll get 3 baskets.
Yeah.
They had 8 baskets. Every single vendor they approached, gave multiples.
It was like, here,
please take this stuff. So they had 8 baskets full. And so the raffle ticket was $30, and you can pay cash and buy it there, or you could just go on the PayPal site to make that donation. And that's the $12,500 that they made. I took a screenshot of the.
That's a big check. They had that much time to put a check.
Dude, I'm telling you,
This is
it was
amazing.
like
It's amazing. These ladies, these organizers for DFW, they blow my mind. And so a lot of them were the ones that I had when I went to a retreat back in the fall. They were all there, and there's no drama, there's no competition. They're just so easygoing and just like, we got shit to do and we're gonna get it done.
Well, and they,
That's good.
you know, back in the Addison days, you know, way back in 2008, I guess, when I was there, and when it was still back in Addison, like some of those people are still around, you know, and even if they're not on the board anymore, they're volunteering, they're at the show. I mean, so it's a very tight knit, you know, little community that they've got there. So
yeah, and they all work. It's amazing. But yeah, they got this big check, and it says DFW Fiberfest, and it's made out to 100 Ravens. Like, it was like an emotional, like, I can only
get
imagine.
Everybody would have been.
I can only imagine what it was, you know, there in the vendor hall.
So not to you know, fangirl over DFW or the board or whatever, but that was like, I don't know, it was a moment. I just kind of wanted to share with you guys that if you ever get the chance to go to the event, go and support the people that run the event, because they're
pretty amazing.
Just I don't know. I mean, I could be petty. I don't see a Stitches or Vogue Knitting or anything like that doing that. I could be way wrong. I've never attended at those events, but I just don't see that being pulled off as quickly as they were able to do it there. So
That was awesome. Well, I guess we're wrapping it up.
We're gonna wrap it up. Yeah.
So, if you like us, subscribe, leave a comment. If you got something to say, write it down.
seek us out on Instagram.
Subscribe, hit the notification button if you want to know when we get our next video up, because I know we're kind of slow putting them out. But thank you for watching. You know,
thank you for your support. I know
I've
met a couple of people who were podcast watchers, so thank you guys.
Yeah,
it was great meeting you, and I'm glad
and
you approached.
Shout out to the Border Stitchers. She's like,
yeah.
I was telling her how like I'm still a little nervous on the thing, and she's like, it's okay, just pretend you're talking to me. I'm like, okay.
And my favorite drinking buddies, the Midland Knitters. You guys know who you are.
Oh my gosh, those ladies.
They're so much.
They're awesome.
We usually stay at the same hotel every year, so like there's always shenanigans. So, all right, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.